The Magdalen Laundries of Ireland imprisoned over 30,000 women between 1922 and 1996. And today, we're exploring a powerful film that brings this dark history into focus through one man's moral awakening.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Cue music.
This is Movies First.
The way Small Things Like These handles such devastating historical material while maintaining its artistic integrity is remarkable. Cillian Murphy's performance as Bill Furlong speaks volumes even in complete silence.
You know what's fascinating about the setting? It's 1985 Ireland, but the film shows how these institutions were still operating well into recent memory. Murphy plays this coal merchant who's supporting 5 daughters, but his own past as the child of an unmarried mother gives him this unique perspective on the injustices he uncovers.
That connection between his personal history and the present really drives the narrative. The scenes with young Bill, especially that Christmas moment when he can't get a simple puzzle, it's heartbreaking in its simplicity.
Well, what really struck me was learning that these laundries weren't just targeting fallen women, as they claimed. We're talking about victims of abuse, rape, incest. The film shows how the entire community was complicit in this system through their silence.
And Emily Watson's portrayal of the Mother Superior really captures that institutional power dynamic. The way she tries to normalize these horrors with religious authority is chilling.
Speaking of performances, the technical aspects of the film are extraordinary. The cinematographer, Frank van den Eeden, uses light in this really powerful way. These shards of winter sunlight catching Murphy's face during moments of moral crisis.
That attention to period detail really creates an immersive experience. The production design, the costumes, it all feels authentically 1985 without being showy about it.
You know what's particularly effective? The way the film builds tension through Bill's regular deliveries to the convent. It starts with these subtle observations until he discovers Sarah, this pregnant woman locked in an outbuilding. The film doesn't sensationalize these moments. It lets them land with their full weight.
That restraint in the storytelling really amplifies the emotional impact. How do you think the film manages to make such a historical story feel so urgently relevant today?
Well, it's showing us how systems of oppression rely on ordinary people looking the other way. When Bill's wife Eileen urges him to focus on their own family, or when the local pub owner warns him not to rock the boat, these are the same kinds of rationalizations people still use today to avoid confronting injustice.
The slow pacing really allows those moral questions to resonate. Every small decision takes on this enormous weight.
And here's what's fascinating about Bill's position. He's got this relative privilege as a successful businessman, but the film explores how that security comes with moral obligations. It's asking us what we would risk to do the right thing.
That's exactly where the film's title becomes so meaningful. These small choices that end up having profound consequences.
The winter setting adds another layer too. The approaching Christmas season creates this stark contrast between Christian values and the brutal reality of what's happening in the convent. It's like the whole town is participating in this collective denial.
The way they balance that larger message with such intimate storytelling really sets this film apart. Every technical element serves to deepen our emotional connection to Bill's struggle.
And ultimately, that's what makes this film so powerful. It takes this massive historical injustice and makes it deeply personal through one man's story. It's not just about the past. It's about how we respond to injustice in our own time.
That really seems to be the heart of it, examining how ordinary people either resist or enable systems of oppression through their daily choices.
Looking ahead, I think this film is going to be a crucial part of how we process this dark chapter in Irish history. It's already generating important conversations about institutional power and collective responsibility. The small things we do or don't do in the face of injustice really do shape the world we live in. We think this is a film well worth seeing, and we give it an 8.5 out of 10.
You've been listening to Movies First.
Available at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or your favourite podcast player. You can also stream on demand at Bytes.com.
This has been another quality podcast production from Bytes.com.